Hi y'all, welcome back to my channel, or if you are new here, hi, my name is Melanie and I am Southern Belle Mel, and today we are starting our Colourpop series. We are talking all about Colourpop. I'm actually doing something a little different than I have the last two videos. I started with foundation, primers, and setting powder because that's what you put on your face first, but after the more and more I started thinking about it, I was like, those are the hardest things to put through the tests and to get the best information out. I wanted to try a few different tests with the foundation, so I am starting my Colourpop series off with their Yes Please eyeshadow palette. Here's the palette. I actually still have the little box it came in. It's super yellow, so it's Yes Please for some yellow. Which is really nice. The packaging on this is really cool. It's yellow and you see these little lines there. You can actually feel those, so that's really cool. On the packaging you have the names of the eyeshadow, but you also have the names on the back of the eyeshadow itself, as well as underneath them. So you absolutely can see the names any which way you go. So I really like that. But oh yeah, here's the palette. Really pretty, and yes, that yellow is like, there is the yellow. Bam. And with the way they arranged this, that yellow really just sticks right in your face. And I really believe that was purposeful, because that's what really made me buy it. Really did. But I got this look today, and I want you to see how I got it. I think it turned out really pretty, but I want you to, watch so I can give you all my opinions and trials, tribulations, praises, everything with the palette. Go ahead and continue to watch. Yeah, I was really excited to be able to get to play with this and to use it. Yeah, so let's go ahead and start my Colourpop deep dive series with the Yes Please eyeshadow palette. Woo! So, the first step to get the eye look is to take a big fluffy brush. Here we go, big fluffy brush. And we are gonna go into Mischief, the yellow. Not have a mirror, so I'm just bending it back, and we're just putting that all along the crease and almost to the brow bone. And I'm gonna go in here a few times because it's not that pigmented. Okay, there we go. That is Mischief. We're taking another fluffy brush. It's a little bit smaller of a fluffy brush. We're taking it into GNO right here. And if you didn't see or couldn't tell what I was doing, I just put that in the crease, and I went up a good bit, but I did stay below the yellow Mischief. So I'm going to go back into Mischief with the same brush from before, just to re-intensify. And I feel like, just so you know, with Mischief, I'm going to have to do this after every color that I get even near it. I'm going to have to go in and re-intensify it every time. So now we're taking a kind of smaller, it's about the same size as the last one actually, but it's a different kind of shape. A fluffy brush is not round, it's kind of like skinny and fat. So I'm going to go into Spoiled, which is the red shade right here. And we're concentrating that on we're putting it on the outer corner of the actual eyelid, and then going into the crease a bit. And then I'm taking the brush that I used with G&O and I'm just going to blend it out. But I'm not putting any G&O on it. This is just the same brush. Okay, so now we're going to go back into Mischief again. There we go. And I mean, that's really the crease. I may add a little bit more Spoiled, just a little bit in the inner, on the inner crease. And then let me blend that one out with the brush that I use with G&O. Again, not putting anything on, not putting G&O on it though. There we go, that looks better. Okay, so now I'm going to go into a chauffeur with just my ring finger. For this side I use this hand, but on this side I'm going to use this one. And I'm just going to pat, 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 pat into chauffeur. And tapping that all on that, the lid and the, going all the way to like the inner corner just about. See, really pretty. But now you'll notice there's like a big, those two, Spoiled and chauffeur are very different. So you can tell, but on this side, you can't, there's not that divide. So beyond just taking the brush and kind of blending the little bit of chauffeur I got in the crease, I'm actually going to take Louis right here, and I'm going to take my ring finger after I clean it off. There we go. And I'm going to take just a little bit of Louis, and I'm going to put it right there and concentrate it where like chauffeur meets Spoiled, to make a good like transitional shade kind of. See, now it looks more blended together. And then I do want to make sure that chauffeur still looks really pretty, so I'm going to go back in it after I clean my finger off again and put it on the lid a little bit more. There we go. I mean, this look is super easy to blend and everything. These shades, because you have to build them up. And after playing with them on this side, I realized just how much you have to build them up. So like this side, it took me a good like 15 minutes to do this eye, 20 when you add in the liner and the lashes. So 20 minutes to do one eye, and then this one, I'm almost done and it's only been 6 minutes so far. So that's kind of cool because I've already played with them and know what to expect. So now it's just the bottom lash line. So I'm going to take a little bitty, here's the shape of it. Skinny and fat, and it's round but very fluffy. And I'm going to go into Mischief, which is the yellow, and just start on the outer corner, but make sure to go above the outer corner so I can make those connect really nicely. And now just go all along the bottom lash line. Okay, so now I'm taking that same brush and I'm going to go into G&O. And again, you got to connect those right there. You got to connect the bottom lash line to the eyeshadow from the top lid. And I'm taking G&O all along the bottom lash line as well, but not as low as Mischief. Now I just cleaned it off and I'm just mixing G&O a little bit more together. There we go. And so now just on the very tip of the brush right there, I'm going to tap into Spoiled, and I'm concentrating this on the outer corner. There you go. And that's all there is for the eyeshadow. I think it looks really pretty, and it was really easy to use after you get the hang of it, because as you can see that I already knew I had to go into Mischief like 4 or 5 times to get that yellow to really pop up. And I'm going to go into it one more time, especially right through here. But in order to get that yellow really to be out there and so you can see it, you have to go into Mischief over and over and over again and rebuild it, rebuild it, rebuild it, rebuild it. So it looks pretty in the palette, but that is just, it's just so, it's not pigmented at all. Yellows can be pigmented because they are such a light color. You really want them to be pigmented so you don't have to like spend forever trying to build them up because they're already such a light color. I don't like having a blendable yellow. I want a pigmented yellow. All the other shades worked really good. Spoiled especially, I like that it's not super duper like in your face pigmented, because I mean it is pigmented, it is, but it's not like over the top pigmented where I have to be super duper careful. No, it's still super easy to blend and everything. So now I'm gonna go ahead and do my liner and put on my lashes, and I'm gonna put on my lip. So here is the finished look. I end up really liking it. Oh, hold on. Let me tell you one other thing I did besides my lips and stuff. I used Buttercup. Add a little bit on my highlight, and I used it in my inner corner and my brow bone highlight. Here, let me swatch it for you. There we go. That is Buttercup. Buttercup, Buttercup, Buttercup. One thing I want to pop in here and say, because I shot this and then I realized it, is that I did not wet my brush for any of the shimmers that I have on my eyes. For Chauffeur, for Louis, or for Buttercake. I didn't I said Buttercup earlier. It's Buttercake. My bad. But for either of those 3 shades, Chauffeur, Buttercake, and Louis, I didn't wet my brush for any of those. For these two, you saw that I did indeed use my fingers for them though. But for this one, I did use a dry brush, and yet it's still super in your face and super pretty. So I wanted to say that's actually a bonus for it. If you can give me a super shimmery look and not have to wet my brush, I like that. I like that a lot. I ended up really liking it. I did use kind of the darker shades in the palette. I didn't use this dark brown. It's the darkest shade. And I didn't go into more pinks, but I'm pretty sure you can, instead of like this yellow orange look that I have going on, you could get like a super like naturally pink look, especially because they have that gold and that pink gold Louis that I use to blend Spoiled and Chauffeur together. It would be very pretty, but it's more like a pinky gold color. So this palette it ends up working really nicely. If you're gonna give me a yellow, give me a freaking pigmented yellow. I need that. It's already a super light color, and that's what I need. So for this palette, retailing at $16, if I had the choice to buy it again, I don't think I would, just because I have so many other palettes with very, if not the exact same color story. I was just super drawn into it when I saw it online, and then in person, I was super drawn by the yellow because the yellow just looks so super bright in like pictures and everything. It looks so like in your face, here I am. But no, it's not here I am. It's more like, here I am. Do you understand? Or am I just going crazy? I may be going crazy, but that, I shouldn't have even asked if I was going crazy. We already know that answer. But I did end up liking the look I got with it. It seemed to be working okay. Yeah, but I wouldn't repurchase it because I already have other ones that were cheaper that I have, again, the exact same, if not very similar. No, very similar, if not the exact same. There we go. That's what I meant to say. Palettes. Alrighty, well, this is all about the the title's in yellow, the back's in yellow, and it's just, the yellow's lackluster. Okay. I'll stop. Sorry. Okay. But alrighty, y'all. So that's it for the video. So if you like me, if you like the videos I've been doing, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'm going to be posting more Colourpop. I'm starting the series particularly on this brand. I have one for their, if not already up, or maybe after this video, I'm going to have one on their liquid foundation, the no filter foundation. I'm going to have one on the no filter stick foundation, their setting powder, their concealer, even their primer, and their setting spray. So we're going to talk about a lot with Colourpop. So if you want to hear more, or, you know, go back to my videos, see what else I've already posted as well. Because Colourpop, yes please. Alrighty, thank you so much. Bye y'all.